Welcome to Modern Fishing with Jared Jeffries. This week on Modern Fishing.
You guys need any fish to take home with you?
Jared's down in the Sunshine State, planning on hitting the Tampa and Sarasota fishery, but with a twist.
So they're going to go jigging, and we're going to go diving.
He's got John Brunson of Addicted to the Outdoors joining him, and his crew plans on fishing below the surface, while Jared's crew fishes from above.
All right, this show's a little bit different. I want to try to change things up for you guys. John Brunson, who's the host of Addicted to the Outdoors, awesome hunting show. He's an absolute man, dude. He's awesome. It's cool to be around him. He said, look, I'd love to work with you, do a show about spearfishing. And I was like, man, let's do it.
Old Jared, he is a lot of fun to hang with, and we always have a really good time. So when it comes to me, I am a hunter. Jared is a fisherman, and I am definitely a hunter. So I definitely enjoy getting down there and hunting fish as opposed to sitting and holding a rod in my hand. Alrighty, so game plan today is to meet Jared. He flew into town, called me, said he wanted to take my boat out and his boat out, do a little fishing, do a little spear fishing. So the plan is to get out, do a little diving today and a little bit of fishing. We'll see how it goes. The captain I hired is at Jared's house right now. He's been there for about an hour trying to get Jared out of bed, so I'm assuming Jared had a late night last night. So we're going to head out, start heading to where we're supposed to meet. Hopefully everybody's out of bed. As far as on my boat and my crew, I got all my boys with me. Kobe, Brandon, and Gary. Kobe is my best friend. We've known each other since we were little kids, been best friends all our lives. We grew up together, played football together, got in trouble together. He's pretty much with me all the time. Brandon, another good friend of mine, known him for over 30 years, and he is someone that I also got into spearfishing. Gary's the ooh-la-la, grand poobah of spearfishing. He is like a fourth-generation diver, just a beast. He's the guy that's always out there teaching us a lot of cool things, especially the new guys like Kobe and Brandon that are fairly new to it. Gary's definitely our go-to guy at teaching them the techniques and how to get after these fish.
John and the rest of the Spear Life crew gear up and get out into the water, ready to start the adventure with or without Jared.
Hey man, what's up? I'm right out at the point of Anna Maria Island. You're off the tip of Anna Maria right now? All right. The guys should be right up here off the point of Anna Maria, so we're gonna haul up and see if we can catch them here.
Having finally located Jared, John pushed the throttle down and heads his way.
Like I said, I don't know. We found it like 3 years ago. I fished it a lot. There's a lot of fish on it, so it's going to be cool, man. Tell me what it is.
We're on this spot right here, and they're going to dive down and see what's down there. One of the cool things about having guys that'll dive and be around structure like this is they can dive down there and come back up here and tell you, like, there's black grouper, there's mangrove snapper.
Time to shoot some.
So hopefully here we can, maybe get something small and then drop back down, and hopefully we'll see what happens. One of the good things about any kind of outdoor activity is what I feel like is camaraderie between your groups.
Getting warmed up for you.
We're gonna be down there poking him, getting him out of the way.
Y'all see my cable leaders hanging out of his mouth? Just go ahead and tug on it for me.
The Spear Life crew throws on their dive gear, and one by one, the guys drop down in hopes of coming back up with a stringer full of fish. Jared Jeffries has two passions in life. One is basketball, and one is fishing. So take a trip around the world with him as he shows you the best gear, tips, and tricks for fishing the world with artificial lures.
And that's the biggest one yet.
Jared's fishing in Sarasota, Florida, accompanied by John Brunson and his spearfishing crew. The goal for the day is to put as many fish in the cooler as possible.
My buddies came down, Will from California, and Adrian and Evan from the East Coast area from New York. They're down here, so I want to put them on some fish. Usually here, man, there's amberjack, kingfish, stuff like that, so we'll see what happens.
So the first spot we dive, we have no idea what this is. It's a piece of structure. The captain said they'd fished it before. Of course, we go down there. It's a small piece of structure, nothing real big, and immediately we see a ton of monster Goliath grouper. Goliath grouper are really starting to be a nuisance. They're kind of like cockroaches down there, and we are really, really hoping that they will open up a season on them finally and take them out to protect the species list, since there's 9 million of them. Anytime you get on a piece of structure and there is an overwhelming amount of Goliath grouper swimming everywhere, one thing you're going to find is there's no other fish around. They pretty much eat everything. So when we got down there and saw all these Goliath grouper, we pretty much knew it was going to be a bust. So instead of burning a bunch of air, we decided to head on up.
Well, that spot sucked.
You know, visibility is everything with diving. So with the water being that dirty and everything that we were kind of seeing, we decided to kind of reconnect with the captain and see, you know, if we could hit something maybe a little further offshore and get a little better visibility.
Yeah, I get a good one at 44 feet right over here.
Yeah, I wonder if it's any cleaner. How far?
I put it in. It shouldn't be too far, 4 or 5 miles. It marked good. I never knew what it was.
I'm telling you, there ain't nothing. Nothing to Goliath grouper. Freaking 250 pounders down there. Damn, man. I mean, monster.
All right, I'll put that number in and just follow us on over there. We're trying to get these divers on some fish here. The last spot they checked out, like I said, I'd never fished it before. It ended up being a Coast Guard buoy. It was pretty cool finding out what it was anyway. So we ran on another spot here. We're in 55 feet of water, and this is a good spot. We charter fish a lot. It's always good for a few red groupers, so hopefully they can get down there and shoot something in the face.
Over with the Spear Life crew, they're heading down for drop number 2.
We'll all stick together till we get to the bottom. If we split, y'all two stay together.
Not too long into the second dive, Gary's drawn first blood for the Spear Life crew. So far, the second spot is looking promising.
You know, with diving and spearfishing, sometimes moving just 2 or 3 miles can be all the difference in visibility. And that was the case this time. You know, we made a move to another piece of structure. It was about 3 miles away. We got in. Again, the water wasn't spectacular, but the visibility was a lot better. And the structure was really nice. It was holding a lot of fish. When Gary comes up with a stringer full of fish, it's never really a surprise. It's actually a surprise when he comes up without a lot of fish. Gary is, you know, the best spear fisherman I know. You know, again, he's been diving, 40 plus years. His dad just got the Lifetime Achievement Award presented to him for spear fishing by St. Pete last year. Gary's definitely our go-to guy, the guy with experience, and is definitely an incredible hunter underwater.
I think spearfishing is amazing. You know, to get in the water and the fish's element, the depth perception in water is very, very hard. So really good spear fishermen, whether it be tanks or free divers, it's tough to do.
Come on,
Jack Reval.
Adrian doing what he does. He fishes so hard. He finally gets on the board. It's not the fish we're looking for, but it is a fish. It fought hard. I'll take it.
Jack Reval, not the species that we're looking for, but still a fish. First fish of the day, so gets the skunk off.